Hello guys, what's up everybody, and of course welcome back to Zero Miles, your number one mentor. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to spot manipulation in the forex market and how to avoid manipulations. Now let me tell you the reality. Did you realize that 90% of traders who lose money not because they don't know how to trade, but because of manipulations? That's why this is the video that you must be watching. And did you realize that someone wrote a book on how to take your money as a retailer? Now let me tell you the secret about trading forex. Trading forex is just like playing cards. If you ever played cards, someone already is watching your charts and is watching your cards, and you have to play with him. So how are you going to play with such a person? You have to understand every move that he's making so you can be able to play with him. That's why we say you have to learn how to trade with the big guys. You understand that? So I'm going to be showing you on my chart straight away how to spot those manipulations and how to stay away with those manipulations, and of course how to benefit from those manipulations. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so don't miss most of my videos, and leave a comment, leave a like. What do you think about this video? Don't forget to check my bio and join my Telegram group. Let's trade together. If you need more of my help, of course you'll find my WhatsApp number there. Don't forget this video is sponsored by Xness. Check my bio and open yourself a trading account with, of course, Xness. In the pinned comment, I'll be leaving my strategy so you can watch later and watch my strategy, and you can be able to help yourself and help you also in trading. Let's go straight away to the charts.
Yo, what's up guys? Of course, welcome back. And I'm going to be showing you, of course, I told you I'm going to be showing you how to spot manipulations and how to know if you're being manipulated. That's why I told you most traders lose money because they don't know how to do that. And this is USD card. I analyzed USD card sometime and we are still holding it, and I told you to reach up to this point. It's all about patience, those who are still holding it, because I made this first video. You can go and check it about my analysis still. Now, I'm going to begin with the USD card. Now, let's move away. Let's move straight. I'm going to begin from here, guys. And before that, let me do what? Let me clean the whole chart. I've cleaned the whole chart. Now, let me first draw you something that I want you to understand. I know you as a trader, they told you something, which is also nice. They told you something. Now, imagine you've reached a point where you're seeing all these tops, okay? These tops. Then from nowhere, you see this, a faster move in the market, then comes back and comes back like that. So what does this mean? It's a false move. Okay, so traders always wait for a breakout has just happened. It might not be a real breakout, it can be a false breakout. That's why you have to understand the markets. You have to understand, because most traders are trapped because of false breakouts. And I know most traders trade the things breakout, so you have to know them, if it's a fake one or it's a real one. So let's go straight away. Let me show you an example. Let's find and I told you these manipulations are so fast and they have a very big candles most times. So it all started from this point here. I want you to see here, you could see that we have something like a head and shoulder. Okay, and I told you always in my trading, I always mark the tips of the markets. You can see that, you see this, and there's an engulfing candle here. What does this mean? This was the real tip of the market, the real higher high of the market, but this was just a false move. You understand that? Okay, let me show you. And you could see that this is something to deal with. If I'm to draw this was something like a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, head and shoulder pattern. Hope you understand that, guys. Head and shoulder pattern. Let me remove it. Head and shoulder pattern. Now look at this. I want you to realize this. In this market, the first thing I tell you, what moves the forex market? What moves the market is your money also. You have to understand that the market does not just move. Okay, look at this type. You can see that the wick is too long. It's longer than the whole body, and this, like so many people lost this trade. Why? Even me, I almost ended up like I re-entered this trade, and let me tell you why I entered this trade. Okay, why did the dealer do this? Let me show you an example. Imagine we are having this. Fine, okay, and what we are just waiting for is a breakout. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We're waiting for a breakout, but we have confirmed that we are bearish. You get that? We are bearish. Then all of a sudden we see such a strong move and a rejection candle, then comes back. Okay, now why does the dealer do this? Let me tell you one thing. When you deposit your money to your account, okay, when you post your money to your account, if you don't open any trade, It doesn't make any sense to a dealer. You understand? You have to open any trade. So there is what we call inducing you to take entries. So when the dealer does this, he knows that there are so many people who are like, oh, this is a double top, a triple top. Let's take an entry. Let's start selling. Let's start selling. Yes, you sold it from here. When price came up to here, you sold it. And you're right, yes. And I told you 90% of people who lose money out of manipulation. You're right, you sold it here. And your stop loss is just here. Let's say I sold it here, and my stop loss is just here. But since the dealer has seen that there are so many people who have sold, he knows that if he makes this is what you call a stop hand. Okay, a stop hand is mainly used by the market makers to, of course, hit your stop. Then, of course, he moves to your direction. Now, what happened here is there were so many sellers. There was much equity in sell positions. So what he does is that he makes a stop hand to hit your stop loss. After hitting your stop loss, he comes back your way. Okay, he comes back your direction. You understand that? So this is the one way you can find a manipulation is, of course, a rejection candle, a long rejection candle like that. You can see that a long rejection candle like that after breaking our tops. So someone would say that, you know what, this is a breakout, let's buy. This is a breakout, let's buy. And those ones who will buy from a breakout, the deal again moves back and hits your stop loss. So he's going to hit double. When you see a stop hand like this, two people have been hit, both the buyers and those the sellers. Why is the buyers, like, let's say if it was a bearish like this, if it was the price was going to move down, if it's buyers, of course, sellers, of course, they'll be putting their positions here. And then the dealer makes a stop hand to hit your stop loss. And of course, the sellers, the buyers will be like, that's a breakout strategy. Then you start again buying from here, and it comes back again to the real direction of the market. You understand? So that what I'm telling you is you have to understand manipulation. So let me show you again another point. Let's move on again. I don't know whether I can see one. Let me try to zoom in. So if you looked at, I drawn this. I told you we are still holding USD card. Yeah. Let's say that, okay. And I told you USD card has to come up to these points here. That's why we are holding USD card up to. That's why you should watch my videos about my analysis on USD card. So now let me show you something here. So, okay, when you look at this, the dealer is just doing what you call a correction. It's a correction move. It's mainly done by the dealer to collect orders and also to buy time. Also to buy time, and of course to induce you also. Like the main thing is inducing you to take your positions. Now let me show you another move. Now this another move. Now even after a breakout, you can look at this. Let me try to draw what happened here. Price came back, then we have a correction. This is the correction here. I'm drawing this correction. Then after the correction, we had our breakout. Yes, this was our breakout, a breakout. Then after even showing us that we have formed a breakout, people are starting to sell from here, sell. He again takes it back. Why does he take it back? So many stops have been hit. That's why you have to know your entry point. Be very wise about your entry points. Be very keen about your entry points. You understand? Then let me show you again another point. I want you to know what I'm talking about. And then let me show you again another manipulation that happened here. So you look at this point here. Look at this point here, okay? After even the breakout, yes, we are moving down. He again breaks it out. He breaks it. Then he makes the biggest manipulation ever, and he moves so fast. Now, why does he move so fast with these strong candles? Look at this big engulfing candle. Why? Because after hitting your stop loss, you've hit someone's stop loss. He's selling from the breakout, which is here. He's selling from the next breakout here. And you pull back, when you hit his stop loss, what happens? You have to move so fast so that he doesn't catch you. So by the time you open your phone, he has already moved away from you. And after moving away from you, he starts colorating again. He starts again collecting more orders. You understand? Collecting more orders. So well, let me tell you one thing. So understanding the market is different from learning forex trading. So how do you understand the market? You understand the market by looking at this move that I'm showing you. Okay, so let's go again and we look at something. I think this was the best example I would use, and all these manipulations are everywhere. Look at this. Look at M15. If you look at this, look at these wicks. Look at these strong movements in the market. Okay, what does that mean? It's a manipulation. Now let's try to draw it and understand what was happening. So whenever you see a manipulation, ask yourself, what is happening and who is being targeted and who has been hit? Okay. Let's begin from here. You can see this point here. You can see this point here. This was a manipulation. Manipulations. But there is a manipulation that I really wanted to show you guys. I don't know. Let me see. Which chart was it? Just a moment. I was really looking at it, and I think we can't just leave it like that. I'm gonna show you because it really hit, that trade really hit me so bad, and I felt like that was a trade that I really felt like it was a bad loss for me. Because imagine you're trading, yeah, I see it. You see, here's the card. This pullback here, was this one? Was this one? No. That's not it. I don't know which pair was it, but let me just try to demonstrate to you. You see, in the Forex market, let's say it was bearish and you reach a point where you start, there was that, then price goes back and comes back up to this point, goes back and comes back. And now before you expect a change, price to move back, okay? And it shows you even your strong candles, okay? Like all your setups start reading, of course. Then when he reaches here, he breaks it out like 30 or 40 pips. Okay. So now he knows that there's so many, okay, let's say many people have bought from me, of course. And he knows that most traders want to make their stops to be even 5 pips, 10%, 10 pips. So he makes like 40 pips. Then he comes back in a very strong way. So that's what happened to me this week. And I don't know which pair was it, but if you have time, then you have to go and check on it and try to also see for yourself. But that is how manipulations happen. You always have to be ready for anything in the Forex market. Always be ready for anything in the Forex market. Always be ready. And let me show you an example of candles of manipulation. Let me show you, because you can find also an engulfing candle, which is a fake. It's just there to manipulate you. So let me show you. Clear the chart. I want you to look at this candle here. Okay, this candle here. Try to look at this candle and understand. This was a faster move from now, and then a small correction. You see, small candles up to the same point, then it starts moving. So why does this happen? I told you, if you have not watched my videos about this type of structures like that, structures like this, they are mainly used for manipulation, and this is a nice example that can really help you. A nice example of this type of candle. You can see this. So here you can know whether the buyers are being targeted or the sellers who are being targeted. Okay, you can know that. You can understand who is being targeted in the Forex market. So how you're going to be able to master and know these things is, make sure you focus on the market structure, and of course be so much careful with just breakouts that happen from nowhere, and when you start seeing strong moves in the market, of course be very careful. And let me tell you one thing. So what the dealer does is, he sometimes, let's say we have an FP in the evening, sometimes he has to wait until new, so that he uses that to manipulate you. Like there's always manipulations during strong momentums, like let's say change of sessions from London to New York. If you don't know how to, because you have to know the time. If you're a trader, you have to know the time in which sessions change and the time in which you trade your session, and the time, because they're different in different countries, like maybe different times. Maybe the time London session opens in Uganda or East Africa is different from the time it opens in South Africa or USA or anywhere. So make sure you get to know about that. You understand that? So most manipulations always happen during change of sessions, and of course, during news times. Okay, you understand that? That's why I told you one thing: be very careful when you open your trade. So one thing you have to know: when you open your trade, the dealer is already watching when you open your trade, whether buy or sell, and he's going to start trying to take your money. Thank you for watching this video. If you loved the video, of course, don't forget to subscribe and like that video, guys. And of course, don't forget that you can join my Telegram group and let's trade together. Don't forget to open yourself a trading account with XNES. Check my description and open yourself a trading account. If you need more of my help, you'll find there my WhatsApp number. So guys, I'm signing out, and thank you so much for watching this video. Let's trade together again. You guys know I have a challenge of growing an account to another account. So let's start a new